What's going on, and welcome back to another less than 5 minute gear review and setup. And in this video we're going to be going over the Ferro Concepts 3AC Cobra buckles. Now these guys are going to cost you roughly around 65 bucks for the set, and they do come in black and coyote brown, so you do have the ability to set these up with different types of equipment colors and camo patterns based off of your mission and operational environment. So with that, when it comes to the way that these guys are set up, you're going to get a pair of these. You're going to have two female sections with the MOLLE attachment pieces, and then you're going to have two male sections with the Velcro on both the exterior and the interior. The outer portion is going to be your loop Velcro, and then the interior portion is going to be your hook Velcro. Now, these guys are a really nice modification to two-strand MOLLE cummerbunds, and enabling you to be able to take that cummerbund on and off and help donning and doffing your kit a lot easier, especially when it comes to dealing with kind of a worst case scenario where you have to ditch your plate carrier and you want to get that plate carrier off as fast as possible. So these essentially prevent you from having to open up or pull open your magazine panel, unvelcro the plate carrier on the left side and then the right side, or vice versa, and then ditch your kit that way. These will take the place of the Velcro and allow you just to simply unhook the female portion or the cummerbund portion of the setup, unclip it on both sides simultaneously, and then completely take off your kit and ditch it right then and there, removing a lot of aspects or steps in that process. So with that, when it comes to setting this up on a non-standard or a non-ferro product, there are some things that you do have to consider, especially with like the Cry Precision stuff and the open ends that they have. I know for me personally, I have this set up on a Tier Tactical Pico DS Assaulter Light plate carrier, and there's a Velcro portion on the backside, which I'll show you here in a second, to where the backside of the back plate pocket has a Velcro that I can Velcro the cummerbund into, and then I just simply add this buckle to the front side, completely ditching the 3-strand MOLLE cummerbund that I had and the whole Velcro system that was going on with that. So I think it is an awesome modification that you can make to really any plate carrier in the event that you want to go with a more low profile 2-strand MOLLE cummerbund. But with that, I'm going to dive right into it so that way you guys can see kind of the setup of this if you're not using a Ferro Concepts cummerbund or a cummerbund that has closed ends to it, and you're using a cummerbund that has open ends like this that want to fillet open. So with that, specifically with the Cry Precision AVS cummerbunds, these guys have a divided cummerbund or a split system to where you have a divider that's on the interior of the cummerbund, and it gives you both an interior and an exterior pocket to run MOLLE pouches and everything through, and makes it really easy to be able to set up your plate carrier cummerbund to be able to run interior plates or side plates on the inside and then pouches on the exterior. So it keeps things nice and clean and organized. But when you're setting these guys up to it, you do want to set these up on the interior of that cummerbund divider. For the Ferro Concept stuff, I know one guy that's running this whole system, you just set this up on the exterior portion of the cummerbund and you're good to go. There's a rigid section that runs through the center of that cummerbund, which helps keeps everything in place. But since this does not have that rigid middle section, you do kind of have to work around it and then secure things in place so that way they don't come undone and these don't fillet open on you when you have your cummerbund set up. So one way you can do it is you can just simply take 550 cord and run it through the grommet here in the center of the Cobra buckle female portion, and then tie it into the MOLLE section itself, keeping everything nice and secure. Another way of doing it, and like you can see up here, is you simply just take a MOLLE pouch. For the 2-strand cummerbunds, you're probably going to have to cheat the MOLLE, or at least cut that first MOLLE portion out of the equation like so. So then that way the bottom of your MOLLE pouches don't drop below the cummerbund itself, which can then kind of get caught up on your belt, especially if you're running a rifle mag and some of the other pistol mags and equipment that you can run on your left hand or on your support side. The pouches and all that stuff can get caught up on that. So you want to cheat that MOLLE just a little bit, and then you'll run that through the top section of MOLLE on that cummerbund, run it through the center of your pouch, and then you will run it through the bottom section of the MOLLE cummerbund. And what you can see here, it does not take a lot for this section of MOLLE or either the top section of MOLLE to become dislodged from the actual connector itself or from that Cobra buckle. So you can see why it's important to get everything secured and locked into place, so that way you're not losing your cummerbund mid-mission. Once you have everything weaved through, you'll just lock that pouch into place, and then you're good to go. And that will prevent an open-end cummerbund like this Crye Precision AVS from trying to fillet open on the top or on the bottom. It will kind of fillet open just here, but it takes a lot to be able to completely get that all the way out. So you can run a pouch or 550 cord on the interior, but I haven't had any issues with just securing it from that single side. So just something to think about when it comes to setting these guys up on your plate carrier. Now, when it comes to setting this up on your actual plate carrier, you're simply just going to take the male portion or the Velcro portion and set that up on the Velcro interior of where that magazine panel is set up on both sides, like so. And then for me, the way that this Pico plate carrier is set up, there's a pocket on the back side of the back plate pocket that will accept this Velcro, so I'll just Velcro that into that pocket, and I can just do that later to save you guys some time. And then this will just clip into place like so. And then that way, when you get all of this set up, once everything is set up on the front of the plate carrier, everything's Velcroed into place, you're just simply dropping that magazine panel down, making any adjustments based off the height that you need that to be. And then if you need to recess those clips in a little bit more, you absolutely can do that. And it's just making fine little adjustments to where this sits exactly where you want it. So I'll probably move it up just a little bit. And then from here, it's just making sure the fit's correct, and like I said, making any minor little adjustments. Awesome. And that is as simple as that. A really nice upgrade to be able to get your kit on and off without having to take that flap off constantly and then clip back everything in place. So with that, I really don't have anything else with it. I do highly recommend it. It definitely does make setting up your kit and your plate carrier a lot easier. It makes it more comfortable to get in and out of, as well as ditch your kit completely in an emergency situation. So with that, if you have any questions, please feel free, leave a comment. We'll help you out in any way that we can in answering those questions. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.